Life can feel like a constant race, a stream of to-do lists and obligations that pull us in every direction. Yet beneath that busy surface, there is a still, sacred place within each of us. This inner sanctuary often gets overlooked when we're hurrying through our days, unaware that a few moments of mindfulness could bring immense clarity and peace. So let us take this opportunity to pause, breathe, and remember that there is another way to experience our world, one that embraces simplicity, consciousness, and self-discovery. Mindfulness might appear in the smallest gestures, savoring your morning tea, feeling a gentle breeze on your cheek, or quietly observing your thoughts without judgment. Each of these acts is a portal to a deeper awareness. When you slow down to fully engage with the present moment, you create space to hear the whispers of your inner wisdom. It's as if you're gently parting the curtains on a stage where your most authentic self stands, waiting to be seen and heard. The beauty of mindfulness is that it doesn't demand grand ceremonies or lengthy retreats. You can start exactly where you are. No fancy tools or complicated steps are required, just your willingness to be present. In our time together, we'll explore how to cultivate this sense of presence through simple but profound practices. We'll talk about affirmations that renew your spirit, mirror work that fosters self-acceptance, and gratitude rituals that expand your perspective. We'll delve into emotional healing and the mind-body connection, all woven together by compassion and gentleness. While mindfulness itself is timeless, you may have noticed a fresh wave of interest in recent years. Posts on social media encouraging short, mindful moments, phone apps that guide you through quick meditation sessions, and inspirational quotes reminding you to be here now. This collective surge of awareness is more than a trend. It's a natural response to a world that sometimes feels too fast and too noisy. People are realizing that a mindful life is a more fulfilling life, and that each small effort to be present can ripple out in wonderful ways. As we embark on this journey of reflection and growth, let's hold a simple intention: to approach our inner world with kindness. There's no need for harsh judgment or impossible standards. Instead, view every step as an experiment in self-discovery, a chance to unearth the layers of wisdom that reside within you. Remember, you're not trying to become someone else. You're simply creating the conditions for your true self to flourish. Over the next sections, we'll explore distinct facets of mindfulness and self-care. Each section offers a new perspective or technique you can integrate into your life, from the ease of micro-meditations to the power of heartfelt affirmations. Keep your heart open, your mind gentle, and your curiosity alive. Let us begin this journey of discovery, one mindful breath at a time. And always, always remember, you are worthy of peace, healing, and the simple joy of being fully present in each moment. In a world that values productivity above all else, stillness can feel like a radical act. Yet, it's often in these moments of pause that we gain the clearest insights about ourselves. When you allow your thoughts to settle, like sand drifting to the bottom of a glass of water, you create a calm space where inner truths become visible. The beauty of stillness is that it can be found in everyday life, right in the midst of obligations and schedules. A simple practice to introduce stillness into your routine is the micro-meditation. Rather than waiting for a large chunk of time or a perfect setting, take a minute or two wherever you are. Close your eyes if possible, or soften your gaze if it's not. Breathe in slowly to the count of 4. Then exhale to the count of 4. Let your shoulders drop and your belly relax. Notice each inhalation filling you with fresh energy, and each exhalation carrying away tension or worry. This quiet moment can reset your entire day. Sometimes people ask if they're doing it right. Stillness doesn't demand perfection. Thoughts will wander. That's part of being human. Rather than forcing your mind to go blank, gently guide it back to your breath. View each distraction as a chance to practice returning to your center, building resilience against stress. Even if you manage just 1 or 2 slow, focused breaths, that's progress. To help anchor this practice, consider repeating an affirmation that resonates with peace. Perhaps, I embrace stillness, allowing each breath to renew my mind and spirit. These words act like a kind hand on your shoulder, reminding you that it's safe to step away from the rush, even if momentarily. With time, you'll find these pockets of serenity become your refuge. One of the surprising gifts of stillness is the clarity it brings to your intentions. When the chatter in your mind calms, you might notice a gentle nudge, a thought or feeling you've been overlooking. This could be an idea for a project, a reminder to nurture a neglected relationship, or a realization about your own unmet emotional needs. In the space of quiet, deeper wisdom has room to surface. Even beyond formal pauses, invite more stillness into daily tasks. Wash the dishes slowly, truly feeling the warmth of the water and the texture of the soap bubbles. Walk to your car in silence, noticing each footstep on the ground. These tiny shifts transform ordinary routines into mindful rituals, grounding you in the present moment. Stillness is not about withdrawing from life's responsibilities. It's about meeting them with a calmer, more centered approach. When you practice these micro moments of peace, you develop a reservoir of tranquility to draw upon in times of stress. Next, we'll explore how affirmations can further guide your inner landscape, offering steady messages of hope and encouragement. Stay present, stay curious, and watch how a few seconds of conscious breathing can enrich an entire day. Affirmations are like seeds planted in the fertile ground of your subconscious mind. With the right care, repetition, belief, and emotional resonance, these seeds can blossom into new patterns of thinking. You might have heard people talk about how positive thinking changes your outlook, but affirmations go beyond mere optimism. They are deliberate statements you choose to internalize, reshaping ingrained beliefs that might have held you back. To get started, think about an area of your life where you crave transformation. Perhaps it's building self-confidence, releasing anxiety, or fostering healthier relationships. Once you pinpoint your focus, craft a clear, positive statement in the present tense. For instance, if you struggle with feelings of inadequacy, try, I am worthy of love, success, and every good thing life has to offer. Notice how this statement asserts a reality rather than hoping for one. Consistency is crucial. Saying your chosen affirmation once in a while won't uproot old patterns. Instead, speak it aloud in the morning as you prepare for the day, whisper it before you sleep, or write it in a journal multiple times. Some people like to set reminders on their phones or place sticky notes around the house. Each encounter is a gentle nudge, a subtle reprogramming of your inner dialogue. It's common to feel resistance at first. A voice inside might say, "This isn't true for me." Don't argue with that voice. Acknowledge it, then keep repeating your affirmation. Over time, you're training your mind to accept new possibilities. It's like learning a new language. The initial awkwardness gradually fades, and fluency develops with practice. Pairing affirmations with emotion amplifies their power. Words alone can become hollow if they're recited mechanically. So when you speak or write an affirmation, allow yourself to feel it in your body. If your affirmation is about self-love, imagine a wave of warmth in your chest as you say the words. Visualize your daily life reflecting this new belief. Notice how you stand, how you speak, how you treat yourself and others. Also, consider customizing your affirmation to fit the nuances of your life. Instead of a generic phrase, weave in personal details or references to specific situations. For example, if you're working on confidence in public speaking, you might affirm, "My voice is strong and clear. Each time I speak, I radiate calm authority." The more personalized your statement, the more likely your mind is to embrace it. Affirmations serve as stepping stones toward deeper self-awareness. By continuously focusing on your desired state, health, joy, abundance, you're more likely to notice opportunities and behaviors that align with that vision. It's a gentle shift from "that could never happen for me" to "yes, it's possible, and I am worthy of it." Now that we've explored how to plant and nurture affirmations in your mind, let's move on to another powerful tool for self-discovery: mirror work. Together, these practices form a harmonious synergy, supporting you as you peel back layers of doubt and step into the light of self-acceptance. Standing in front of a mirror can be an intimate act, revealing not just our physical features, but also our inner emotions. Often, when we catch our reflection, we slip into habits of critique, noticing flaws, replaying mistakes, or overlooking ourselves entirely. Mirror work offers a gentle alternative, a method to transform the mirror into a portal for compassion and self-understanding rather than judgment. To begin, find a quiet space with a mirror at eye level. Stand or sit comfortably and soften your gaze, looking into your own eyes. You may feel awkward or vulnerable at first. That's perfectly natural. Breathe slowly, allowing any tension in your shoulders or jaw to melt away. Then, speak to your reflection as you would to a dear friend. It could be as simple as saying, "I'm learning to love and accept you just as you are." You might wonder how this helps. We often treat ourselves more harshly than we treat loved ones. Mirror work disrupts that pattern. By verbally offering kindness to your reflection, you send a powerful message to your subconscious. I am worthy of my own compassion. Over time, this can soften self-criticism and rebuild your internal dialogue from negative to nurturing. If you want to deepen the practice, incorporate affirmations specifically crafted for mirror work. Try something like, "I see my own worth, and I honor the goodness within me." Speak slowly, noticing how each word resonates in your body. At first, these statements might feel foreign if self-doubt runs deep. That's where consistency and patience come in. The more you repeat them, the more believable they become. Emotions may arise: sadness, frustration, or even relief. If you feel tears welling up, allow them to flow. Tears are not a sign of weakness, but a release of stored pain or resistance. Offer yourself another compassionate phrase, such as, "It's okay to feel what I'm feeling right now. I am safe and loved." Mirror work is a dialogue with your inner self, and sometimes that inner self has been waiting a long time to be heard. Some find it helpful to keep a small notebook nearby. After each session, jot down any insights or strong emotions that surfaced. Perhaps you realized you tend to look away quickly, or you heard an internal voice that said something hurtful. Noting these details helps you track progress over time. You might see that 2 weeks in, you no longer dread facing your reflection, or that you can speak kinder words without hesitation. Mirror work isn't about vanity or self-obsession. It's about forging an honest, loving relationship with yourself. When you can look into your own eyes and speak kindness, you build a foundation of self-respect that influences every corner of your life: how you handle challenges, interact with others, and treat your body. With this new confidence, you're better equipped to explore other uplifting practices. Next, let's shift our focus to gratitude, another key ingredient for nurturing a balanced and joyful spirit. Imagine waking up each morning feeling an expansive sense of possibility. The sun rises, and instead of zeroing in on your worries, you notice the warmth of your bed, the gift of a new day, or the gentle sound of birds outside. This shift in perspective, focusing on what's good rather than what's lacking, is at the heart of gratitude. Gratitude isn't just polite manners or forced positivity. It's an intentional practice that, when woven into daily life, can rewire your mindset. Research suggests that regularly acknowledging life's blessings boosts emotional resilience, improves relationships, and even supports physical health. By making gratitude an integral part of your routine, you train your mind to see abundance in places where you might have only seen emptiness before. One simple way to begin is a morning gratitude list. Keep a small notebook on your bedside table. Upon waking, before you reach for your phone or start your day's tasks, write down 3 things, big or small, for which you're truly thankful. They could be as simple as a comfortable blanket, a supportive friend, or a personal accomplishment. The key is sincerity. Feel the appreciation in your heart as you note each item. Throughout the day, you can also pause for micro-gratitude moments. For instance, if you find yourself stuck in traffic, you might think, "I'm grateful for the car I have, for the ability to travel, and for this moment to practice patience." This reframes frustration as an opportunity to cultivate a calmer perspective. If journaling isn't your style, try a mental list or even a quick voice memo on your phone to capture the feelings of appreciation. Affirmations complement this practice beautifully. Consider using one like, "My heart is open to the gifts of each day, and I welcome them with gratitude and joy." Repeat this before meals, during breaks, or whenever you sense negativity creeping in. Over time, these words become an internal anchor, guiding your thoughts back to gratitude even when life feels chaotic. Some people worry that practicing gratitude might lead them to ignore genuine challenges. But gratitude isn't about pretending everything is perfect. It's about acknowledging the good alongside the difficult. By recognizing that every day contains at least one bright spot, you empower yourself to handle hardships with greater composure. You become more grounded, less reactive, and better able to find solutions. As you continue these small rituals, notice how your perspective shifts. You may find that your daily stressors weigh a little less heavily, that your relationships deepen because you appreciate others more openly, and that you approach your goals with renewed optimism. Gratitude is a gentle yet transformative force, aligning you with a sense of wonder and hope. Next, we'll explore how to address emotional wounds from the past, which can sometimes overshadow our ability to feel grateful in the present. By learning to heal these hurts, we make even more room in our hearts for gratitude, love, and authentic growth. Each of us carries emotional imprints, memories of hurtful words, disappointments, or losses that can linger long after they occur. These experiences can form invisible barriers, dictating how open we are to joy, trust, or even self-love. Healing isn't about erasing the past, but about acknowledging its effects and choosing to move forward with compassion. A key step is recognizing the emotions locked within. You might feel anger, sadness, or regret, yet you've never given yourself permission to release them. Journaling can be a powerful ally here. Set aside a few minutes each day to write freely. Don't worry about grammar or style. Let the words flow. If you feel stuck, try a simple prompt like, "Today I feel." This method allows you to unearth emotions that might otherwise stay buried. Another approach involves meditation or quiet reflection. Close your eyes, breathe steadily, and gently let your mind revisit a painful experience. Visualize the event as though watching a scene in a movie. What emotions come up? Where in your body do you feel tension or discomfort? Then, with each exhale, imagine releasing a fraction of that stored pain. You don't have to heal entirely in one session. Even small steps can offer relief. If the pain feels too overwhelming, it can be wise to seek guidance from a counselor or a supportive friend. Forgiveness often becomes part of this process. This doesn't mean condoning harmful behavior, nor does it require direct reconciliation with someone who hurt you. Rather, forgiveness frees you from the grip of resentment. An affirmation such as, "I release the past and forgive myself and others with love," can be transformative. Each time anger flares, repeat this affirmation, envisioning yourself breaking chains that tether you to old wounds. Sometimes healing emotional hurt is more about forgiving ourselves, those moments we let ourselves down or made decisions we regret. Offer yourself the same grace you would extend to a loved one who confesses a mistake. In these tender moments, self-compassion is crucial. Place a hand over your heart, close your eyes, and say, "I'm allowed to learn from my mistakes and heal. I offer myself understanding and patience." As you gradually shed emotional burdens, you create space for new experiences and healthier patterns. You might notice you feel safer when opening up to others, or that you approach challenges with a sense of resilience. Your internal world begins to align more harmoniously with the affirmations and gratitude practices we discussed earlier, reinforcing a holistic sense of well-being. Healing is an ongoing journey, not a quick fix. Some days you'll feel lighter, other days old wounds may resurface. Treat each instance as a stepping stone rather than a setback. With consistent care, you'll find your emotional scars transforming into sources of wisdom and empathy. Now, let's explore the mind-body connection, how our emotional states can influence physical health and vice versa. Understanding this link can further enhance your path to wholeness, ensuring that both your inner and outer selves are nurtured along the way. Imagine for a moment that every thought and feeling produces a gentle ripple throughout your physical body. When you're anxious, your shoulders tense, your stomach may churn, and you might struggle to sleep. Conversely, a state of inner peace can calm your heartbeat and steady your breathing, making even your posture more relaxed. This interplay between mind and body is a potent force, shaping how you experience wellness at every level. To deepen this connection, try a simple body scan meditation. Lie down or sit comfortably and take a few slow breaths. Then, guide your attention from the tips of your toes all the way up to your scalp. As you focus on each area, note any tightness, tingling, or warmth. If you discover tension, maybe in your lower back or your neck, send a loving breath there, imagining it dissolving with each exhale. This practice helps you tune in to physical cues that often reflect emotional states. Physical movement can also enhance the mind-body relationship. Activities like yoga, tai chi, or even a mindful walk allow you to synchronize your breath with your motions. Pay attention to the sensation of your feet on the ground, the stretch of your muscles, and the rhythm of your heartbeat. Through such awareness, you cultivate a dialogue between your inner and outer worlds. It's not just exercise, it becomes a moving meditation. What about affirmations for physical well-being? Consider one like, "Every cell in my body is infused with radiant health and vibrant energy." As you say these words, visualize waves of healing light flowing through your body. This mental imagery can soothe stress and encourage positive bodily responses. While affirmations aren't a substitute for medical care, they can complement a holistic approach to health by reinforcing the belief that your body is capable of self-restoration. If stress accumulates, you might notice recurring aches, headaches, or fatigue. Rather than battling these symptoms, listen to them as signals. Your body is saying, "I need rest," or "I need emotional release." Perhaps you need more sleep, better boundaries at work, or a heartfelt conversation with someone who's been on your mind. By honoring these signals, you respect the intimate bond between your mental and physical selves. Even your eating habits can reflect emotional patterns. Pay attention to how certain foods or meal times make you feel. Are you rushing through meals, hardly tasting them, or are you taking moments to truly savor each bite? Mindful eating can become another avenue for connecting with your body, appreciating the nourishment and delight in the flavors without guilt or haste. Nurturing this mind-body link is a form of self-love. You treat your body as a wise companion, not an afterthought. The next step is to extend this awareness into your relationships with others. When you center yourself in compassion and understanding, you'll find it easier to navigate conversations, set boundaries, and maintain harmony. Let's explore that next, ensuring your inner peace also nourishes the world around you. Relationships can be both our greatest teachers and our deepest triggers. When we're mindful, we learn to navigate them with gentleness rather than reacting from old wounds or fears. Compassion becomes the bridge that allows us to remain true to ourselves while understanding others' perspectives. Start with a quiet moment before any important conversation. Take a steady breath and set a simple intention. I choose to speak and listen with empathy. This silent reminder shifts your mindset away from confrontation or defensiveness and towards curiosity and compassion. Even if the conversation becomes challenging, returning to this intention can help you maintain a calm center. In day-to-day interactions, practice active listening, truly focusing on the other person's words, tone, and body language. Often, we're so eager to reply or correct that we barely hear what's being said. Active listening acknowledges the other person's feelings. You don't have to agree with them, but you can offer understanding by saying, "I hear that this is important to you," or "It sounds like you're feeling hurt." Such small acknowledgments can diffuse tension and create space for resolution. Sometimes compassion also means recognizing that you cannot always fix others' problems. You can support and love them, but their journey is their own. Give advice only when asked, and remember that empathy doesn't require you to take on their burdens. Holding healthy emotional boundaries is an act of respect for yourself and the other person, preventing resentment from building up. When conflict arises, consider using an affirmation like, "I choose peaceful communication, offering kindness and honesty to all." This statement helps align your heart with your words, reducing the likelihood of hurtful language. If you catch yourself becoming reactive, pause. A few deep breaths can restore your ability to respond mindfully rather than lashing out. Compassion doesn't mean ignoring your own needs. If a relationship becomes draining or harmful, it's okay to step back or seek professional help. Honoring yourself is essential for maintaining inner peace. Part of self-discovery is recognizing what types of interactions uplift you and which ones consistently drag you down. Over time, you refine your circle, inviting people into your life who respect and value you as you are. As you grow in mindfulness, you'll find that your approach to relationships evolves. You become more present, more forgiving of both yourself and others. Laughter flows more naturally, and misunderstandings become opportunities to deepen understanding rather than breed resentment. Your calm presence can even serve as a catalyst for positive change in your family or community, inspiring those around you to communicate more openly and kindly. Next, let's explore the topic of personal boundaries and intentions. How setting clear standards for yourself and your interactions can help you sustain this atmosphere of compassion and mindfulness. When you live intentionally, you create a framework that supports your highest good, both in your internal world and in every relationship you hold dear. Imagine your energy as a precious resource, a reservoir that fuels your goals, nurtures your relationships, and sustains your inner peace. Intentions are the guiding force that direct how you spend that energy, while boundaries protect it from unnecessary depletion. Together, they form a roadmap for living authentically, ensuring your daily actions align with your deeper values. An intention is a clear statement about how you want to show up in the world. It might be as simple as, "I will approach today with patience," or as broad as, "I intend to create a more balanced life." By consciously defining these guiding principles, you begin each day with purpose rather than drifting aimlessly. You can set intentions in your morning journal, during a quiet meditation, or even as you sip your first cup of tea. The act of naming them out loud or in writing can be powerfully grounding. Boundaries, on the other hand, are the lines that protect your emotional and mental well-being. These lines can be flexible or firm, depending on the situation, but they must be communicated clearly to yourself and others. For example, You might decide that after 8 p.m., you won't respond to work emails so you can focus on rest. Or you might set a rule for yourself that you'll take a 5-minute break every hour to stretch or breathe. Boundaries also apply to relationships. Perhaps you recognize a limit in how much time you can spend with someone who drains your energy, and you gently scale back that interaction. Sticking to these decisions can feel challenging, especially if you're used to people-pleasing. Guilt or fear of conflict might arise. In those moments, remember that by honoring your own needs, you're ensuring you have the capacity to show up fully for others when it truly matters. A supportive affirmation could be, "I respect my own limits, and I lovingly communicate them to create a balanced life." Repeat this whenever you feel tempted to ignore your boundaries. Intentions and boundaries work best when revisited regularly. You might find that what felt necessary last month isn't quite as relevant today. Stay flexible and honest about what you need in order to thrive. Check in with yourself. Are you overcommitted? Are you nurturing your passions and relationships at a pace that feels sustainable? Adjust accordingly. There's a beautiful synergy in this practice. When your intentions are clear, your boundaries become easier to uphold. When your boundaries are strong, you have more space to fulfill your intentions. This cycle of clarity and protection fuels your sense of purpose, allowing you to move through life with greater confidence and peace. Now that we've explored stillness, affirmations, mirror work, gratitude, healing, the mind-body connection, compassionate relationships, and purposeful boundaries, let's gather all these insights into a final reflection. The journey of mindfulness and self-discovery is ongoing, but each step we take strengthens our ability to live with authenticity and grace. Over the course of these reflections, we've ventured into territories both tender and transformative. We started by recognizing the power of stillness, a small pause that can illuminate vast inner landscapes. From there, we learned how affirmations can gently reshape our beliefs, planting seeds of self-worth and possibility. We explored the intimate practice of mirror work, discovering the freedom that arises from facing our own reflection with kindness. Gratitude reminded us of life's abundance, even in the midst of challenges, while healing emotional wounds showed us that the past need not define our future. We then turned inward to notice how our mental and emotional states echo throughout our bodies, confirming the profound mind-body connection. Compassionate relationships revealed how understanding and empathy can strengthen our bonds. And finally, we delved into the practical magic of setting intentions and boundaries to protect and guide our precious energy. Each of these steps weaves into the tapestry of a mindful life, a life that values presence, authenticity, and gentle self-discovery. You don't need to implement every practice at once. Instead, choose the one or two that speak most to your current needs. Let them settle into your daily routine until they feel natural, and then introduce another. With each new habit, you cultivate deeper awareness and compassion, both for yourself and for the world around you. Remember that growth is not linear. You might make significant strides one week, only to feel stuck or overwhelmed the next. That's part of the process. Offer yourself the same kindness you'd give a close friend who's learning something new. Each time you stumble, return to your breath. Anchor yourself in a supportive affirmation. Gently remind yourself that every effort you make, no matter how small, contributes to a more centered, fulfilled existence. Mindfulness isn't about escaping reality or bypassing pain. It's about meeting life where it is, with open eyes and an open heart. It's about recognizing that you are both exquisitely unique and intimately connected to the larger dance of life. In the swirl of your daily tasks, these tiny mindful moments serve as a compass, guiding you toward what truly matters. As we conclude, I invite you to hold this unifying affirmation close to your heart. I honor my journey with love, embracing each moment as a stepping stone toward greater peace and self-discovery. Speak it softly or write it down somewhere you'll see every day. Let these words be a gentle reminder that you are forever evolving and that each breath offers a fresh opportunity to choose kindness, awareness, and hope. Thank you for sharing this space of reflection and insight. May each of these practices illuminate your path and remind you of the radiant potential within. You hold the power to transform your life, moment by moment, breath by breath. Carry these truths forward, letting the light of mindfulness guide you toward a future filled with compassion, resilience, and boundless possibility.